The donor whose millions of dollars are intended to help pay American troops during the federal government shutdown is the heir to the largely Pittsburgh-made Mellon fortune. This according to the New York Times. Timothy Mellon, the grandson of former Treasury Secretary Andrew Mellon and great-grandson of Mellon Bank founder Thomas Mellon, gave the U.S. government $130 million that President Trump said this week will help pay members of the military during the shutdown. You know, I have said for years, and I have been here since the mid-'80s, we are standing on the shoulders of giants. I love this region. I'm proud to call it my home. I will never, ever call any other place home but Pittsburgh and the surrounding counties. Because of names like Mellon and others, we have continued to pay it forward for generations that understood generations ago how important it was to pay it forward. This may be one of the best stories that I have ever reported in my time at the pioneer broadcastings to, of course, America and the world, KDKA. Once Westinghouse, now the great name that is Odyssey, carrying that tradition moving forward, talking stories about local interest, about local people who are making a difference, or as I like to say, real game changers. This is not a political statement. It has nothing to do whether or not you're a Democrat or a Republican, but it has everything to do with what I always like to talk about, the American flag, patriotism, and why we live in the greatest country in the world. And when you think of the Mellon story, and I have researched them all, it is one of the most incredible stories of entrepreneurial spirit that I have ever been a part of. One that I think should be remembered in Hollywood. That's how significant it is. And that name will pop up from time to time, and it always takes me back to every other Friday being with my father in that Mellon Bank of choice that dotted every street corner in every community, just, well, taking care of his family by cashing his paycheck and setting aside a few dollars so we would have something for that rainy day. You know, what Mr. Mellon did was an act of courage to take a chance to do something that he knew, I'm sure, would get headlines because of the man that he was giving the money to, who always gets headlines. But he decided to step out of the whole idea of who, what, when, where, why, and how, and what would be said, good or bad, and simply said, this is my way of saying thanks to the greatest country in the world and the people who protect us every day, but more importantly, this most powerful free nation that has given my family an opportunity to achieve beyond our wildest dreams. Thank you, Mr. Mellon, for once again showing us that Pittsburgh is someplace special because of families like yours.